Hi, how's it going? Well, first off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Super Dave. I work for WOBL Radio. I'm the afternoon show host, and a big thank you to United Way for having me be a part of, well, Spellebrate 2020. Spellebrate Lorain County Battle of the Champions, where this year you do have to be a good speller to have a good time, unless, of course, you're watching all the action on YouTube. Thank you for joining us in support of the United Community Assistance Network Community Collaborative, powered by United Way of Greater Lorain County. You'll learn more in a bit about how these social service agencies across our county, working together, can do so much more for our families who are facing a financial crisis. A key component of tonight is crowdfunding. We encourage all viewers to get behind one of our 3 championship teams. The money that is raised by the teams before the competition was recorded on July 1st, determined which team won a bonus point in the speed round. But crowdfunding has not ended yet. There is still time to help them win the inaugural Conviviality Award, a very special honor. So please consider adding to their honeypot by making a donation throughout the game, and you'll be added to our raffle to win a prize from a local business. You can find the link in the comment section down below. I've always wanted to say that, and now I have the opportunity. That's cool. Without further ado, let's meet our celebrities and champion teams. Our wrong answer horn, Dr. James Hampson, has a doctorate of musical arts from Boston University, helps professional, student, and amateur horn players find their next horn to increase their versatility, expand their repertoire, and refresh their techniques. United Way staff pronouncers who will be reading the words in the speed round, marketing specialist Ariel Stadden, donor engagement specialist Alex Moen, and volunteer engagement manager Norma Sanchez. Judges, Ebony Johnson and Bob Scott. Ebony is the outreach and programming librarian at Oberlin College and the Spellebrate word list curator. She is on our expert review panel for our education community collaboratives. Earlier in her career, earned a spot in the 1989 Spelling Bee. Bob, superintendent of Avon Lake School District and chairs the Education Impact Advisory Council for United Way of Greater Lorain County. Bruce Van Dyke, going to serve as judge during the speed round and pronouncer for the final round. He's the host of AM 930 WEOL's morning show, frequent United Way interviewer, and the official pronouncer for the local Script Spelling Bee. 2-time winner, Wordly Wise from Kendall at Oberlin. Kendall Early Learning Center is a collaborative partner in the Oberlin Kids Community Collaborative aimed at identifying the needs of Oberlin preschool students and their families to put them on track to be prepared for kindergarten. The community has also been actively involved in Days of Service, and they ran an impactful United Way giving campaign each year. 2018 winner, the Great Gatsby's from the Lorain Public Library. As key partners in Rising Titans, a kindergarten readiness community collaborative in Lorain, they host early learning playgrounds aimed at supporting families with barriers preventing full-time enrollment. The main branch also serves as a site for our free tax preparation initiative, and we're building out partnership to distribute work clothes for the community members taking the next step in their career. 2017 winners, Team Service Above Self from the Oberlin Rotary. You may recognize them under the former alias, the Beautiful Ladies of the Oberlin Rotary. They aren't just great game players, they're game changers. The Rotary Club of Oberlin recently sponsored a dollar-for-dollar match, raising $6,000 to help early learners have access to preschool scholarship through Oberlin Kids. The champion teams who have joined us to support this critical work will be competing in 2 rounds of gameplay. First, a speed round where they'll be given 10 words at 30-second intervals. At the end of the 5 minutes, they're going to be asked to spell each word. The teams will have the opportunity to choose the order of the final round according to how they place in the speed round. Now, as the teams get settled before we get started with the speed round, the teams using the whiteboard function on Zoom must verify they do not have autocorrect on their computers. Putting the rules out there.
Wow.
Spell something wrong. Write library.
Fruit.
I wrote fruit.
Okay. Looks good.
Okay, try typing a word incorrectly, please.
Okay.
That's pretty incorrect.
Yeah, I'd say so.
First word, camouflage. The Army tanks were painted green and brown for camouflage. Camouflage.
C. A-M-O-U-F-L-A.
Is there a U in there?
Yes.
C-A-M-O-U-F-L-A-G-E?
Yes. It's fine.
Okay.
I trust Jim. I spelled it wrong.
I think that's the spelling.
Avuncular. A man known for his avuncular charm. Avuncular.
It's from the word that means uncle.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Latin root is from uncle.
Avuncular uncle. Good to know.
That's redundant.
A-V-U-N-C-U-L-A-R.
Purulent. The patient's purulent nasal discharge is full of pus. Purulent.
Pat says she thinks it's right, and she's a nurse.
That's a word I'm not familiar with. I don't believe in discharge.
P-U-R-U-L-E-N-T.
Torpor. The news aroused him from his torpor.
Ebony, I want to point out these words are a lot harder than the words we used in the practice session.
Torpor. T-O-R-P-O-R.
Paean. His retirement party featured many paeans for his long years of service to the company. Paean.
I don't think I've ever heard that word said out loud.
It's probably right, but I'm not sure if it's O-N at the end. But I'm not telling you that it is.
It is definitely not O-N. There's no O in Paean.
Okay, fine, then that's right.
Paean. P-A-E-A-N.
Effluvium. He becomes defensive and sometimes aggressive when asked about the source of this effluvium. Effluvium.
And I think you should have to define all of these also when you
It should have to give what?
define them. I think you should get bonus
define,
points
yeah.
for defining.
Yeah, extra credit points.
E-F-F-L-U-V-I-U-M.
Ameliorate. This medicine should help him ameliorate the pain. Ameliorate.
This is the one word I ever learned from an SAT vocab card.
Fine.
A-M-E-L-I-O-R-A-T-E. Ameliorate.
Integrity. I admire her artistic integrity. Integrity.
The defining virtue of our team.
I-N-T-E-G-R-I-T-Y.
Corduroy. She wore a corduroy jacket. Corduroy.
No, that looks wrong.
No, I don't think so. It's corde du roi in French. And
C-O-R-D-U-R-O-Y.
Tarpaulin. Extended families jam into tarpaulin shelters with mud floors. Tarpaulin.
T-A-R-P-A-U-A-U-L-I-N. Tarpaulin.
Does that look good, Sherry?
Yeah, it looks good. Good writing, Sam.
yeah, Em, what do you think?
Sure.
5 seconds.
Are we going with this list, friends?
And time is
There's one.
Camouflage, C-A-M-O-U-F-L-A-G-E. Avuncular, A-V-U-N-C-U-L-A-R, avuncular. Purulent, P-U-R-U-L-E-N-T, purulent. Torpor, T-O-R-P-O-R, torpor. Paean, P-A-E-A-N, paean. Effluvium, E-F-F-L-U-V-I-U-M, effluvium. Ameliorate, A-M-E-L-I-O-R-A-T-E, ameliorate. Integrity, I-N-T-E-G-R-I-T-Y, integrity. Corduroy, corduroy, corduroy. Tarpaulin, tarpaulin, tarpaulin.
Clearly, the teams, well, they needed no warm-up, but the wrong answer horn could have used one. The bonus point that will make a difference in the final round. Let's listen in.
I would like to reveal the results of the crowdfunding challenge. In second place on the crowdfunding challenge is the Wordly Wise with $655. Great job, Wordly Wise. So, in first place, the bonus points will be awarded to the Oberlin Rotary with $691.
Let's go, Rotary. Service above self.
Glad I sent that dollar.
Now, I would like to ask the Oberlin Rotary, which order would you like to go?
Well, I have to say, Ashley, we never anticipated this outcome at all, and we didn't have our pre-Spellebrate strategy session to determine what the best course of action is. Em, what do you say?
Let's do it, Dad.
All right.
I always like going first.
I say instead of saving the best for last, we'll start out with the best and we'll go first.
With $1,176 already raised for the United Community Assistance Network Community Collaborative, we have our final round situated. Team Service Above Self gonna go first, followed by Wordly Wise and the Great Gatsby's. Remember, crowdfunding will be open until the end of this premiere, so it's not too late to help your favorite team get the Conveniality Award. Now let's learn a little more about how these donations will help local families.
Hello, today we're going to introduce you to the UCAN team. UCAN stands for United Community Assistance Network. This is a group of partner agencies and their staff who work together to help families in our community who are working households but have had a crisis that have made them come to an organization for some sort of assistance.
I'm Stacy Flack and I represent Salvation Army in the area.
And I'm Matt Brady and I'm with the United Way of Greater Lorain County.
I'm Gloria Olivencia and I'm with Neighborhood of Alliance in Lorain.
My name is Karen Wu. I'm with the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland.
I'm Daphne Yost. I'm with North Ridgeville Community Care.
I'm Rebecca Haywood and I'm with Neighborhood Alliance in Lorain.
I'm Pam Wardzansky and I'm with Avon Lake Community Resource Services.
I'm Kathy Burns. I'm with Oberlin Community Services.
I'm Christine Matusik-Plass with United Way of Greater Lorain County.
Hi, I'm Tasha Coker. I'm from the Salvation Army in Lorain.
I'm Tim Wright with Catholic Charities of Lorain.
So a lot of the people that we see here at Oberlin Community Services, it's somebody who's coming in who's had some type of crisis. Maybe they've actually had a baby and they're off on maternity leave for a couple of months and they're struggling paying their rent, but normally they work full time and support their family. Or a family who's had a medical crisis, had a couple recent families like that where the major breadwinners had a heart attack and has ended up in the hospital. Sometimes when meeting with somebody, they'll come in needing the one thing, but in just, finding out about their situation and talking to them a lot more, they could really use the help with something else. And, that is just so impactful because they're leaving with like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you were able to help me with this. I wasn't expecting this today, and they're just very grateful. And it's because of UCAN assistance that we're able to do that and make that really great impact.
Gives us flexibility because a lot of times we'll have funds, but they're very specific what they can be used for and how that, income can be spent. And with UCAN, it a lot of times can fill in the gaps.
With the availability of UCAN funds, we are able to help them in a way that really gets them out of that crisis. It gets them back to, a place where they're able to move forward and get control of their expenses again.
I feel like it's made my work a little bit more streamlined and efficient. It's really easy, I think, to just send random emails, but not necessarily have a face to that agency or to that email, and now I do. And so as a result, I can get things done that much faster.
I know that being at the homeless shelter, a lot of things come as far as fees or that my clients need to pay, and I can bring it to the group, ask about it, and I usually get a yes. Well, I think I always get a yes, but what I need to do to help my clients.
I like the brainstorming when we're all emailing each other and maybe I have a problem or I don't know how to solve a problem. You know, I get 8 or 9 different views of what to do, or maybe questions that I need to ask that maybe I didn't think of. Make me work a little harder to find the answer and to be able to assist the client in the right way. I really like the collaboration that we have and the partnership and the friendship because we all work as almost like a family.
You guys don't spend a penny that isn't well spent, and boy, you have the stories that back it up. The due diligence you all do before you agree to assist is tremendous. We see hardworking families that are doing their best every single day, and to be able to offer them a little bit of hope, but have all of you in the room doing that. So one thing comes to mind, Gloria, you might have been working with a family that is headed for the shelter, 7-person family, and you don't have 7 beds. So you're talking to the case managers, people, we can't put this family in shelter because we don't have the room. How can we keep them out of shelter? And that involves legal aid sometimes, that involves cash assistance, but that also involves case management, getting other systems involved. To me, that's the beauty, right? We know what our system can handle. It can't handle more people in a shelter, can it? How to keep those people out of shelter, but not stopping there. Really giving them deeper, broader services that changes their life over time, not just avoids the shelter at this one time.
It's time for the at-home games.
Hi, I'm Nick from First Energy and the campaign cabinet member for United Way of Greater Lorain County. We want to take a quick break from the champions to play some at-home games where you have an opportunity to win. The winner of each of these 3 games will receive a United Way swag bag with a piggy bank, coasters, and recycled pens. Here are the games.
Rebus. A rebus is a representation of words or syllables by pictures of objects or by symbols whose names resemble the intended words or syllables in sound. The first person to guess what all rebus puzzles represent wins.
Cryptogram. A cryptogram is a communication in cipher or code. The first person to decode this United Way themed cryptogram wins. You'll have 2 minutes.
Word scramble. A word scramble is a scramble of letters that you must make right. The first person to unscramble these words wins.
Nothing about this event is even possible without the generosity of our sponsors. United Way's staff and campaign cabinet put together the next video to show their gratitude.
We are grateful to Northwest Bank for committing $10,000 to the United Community Assistance Network and for continuing your title sponsorship of Spellebrate Lorraine County. And honestly, our partnership goes so much deeper than only the Spellebrate event. Northwest Bank and Kevin Nelson have been great friends and resources to us to help us through COVID-19, and honestly reached out about supporting our COVID-19 relief efforts through UCAN even before we knew whether or not we would continue Spellebrate this year. So the sponsorship helps, but really it goes even deeper than that. And we're so thankful to Northwest Bank for your continued partnership and support of not only United Way of Greater Lorraine County, but all of our communities. So thank you.
We are grateful to Nordson Corporation for your continued support as the Bee's Knees sponsor of Spellebrate Lorraine County. For your Time to Give campaign and matching gifts, which this year enabled us to purchase hundreds of extra school supplies as part of our Fill the Bus campaign. You help us live united year after year after year. We'd also like to recognize our incoming board chair, Hallie Smith-Petit from Nordson, who has been a speller in the past as part of the Nordson team. We're looking forward to what we can accomplish together in the year ahead.
Us, we're sponsors at WOBL and WDLW.
We are grateful to WOBL and WDLW Radio for your continued support of Spellebrate Lorraine County and also for telling our story each month on the air. And we're also grateful for lending us Super Dave. Thank you.
For Ross Builders for your Spellebrate sponsorship and your continued efforts to use your skills to better our community. We can't wait to get volunteers back into the Stephen J. Ross Volunteer Engagement Hub.
To Kendall at Oberlin for your ongoing support in so many ways across generations.
Kinetic by Windstream for your continued support of Spellebrate and your growing partnership with United Way of Greater Lorraine County.
Thank you for sponsoring Spellebrate Battle of the Champions, and we are grateful for your partnership in the COVID-19 Relief Fund.
All right, the finals. Well, the finals will function more like a typical spelling bee where each team will be asked to spell a word. They're going to have 60 seconds to produce a spelling and have the opportunity to ask more questions about the word. They can ask its origin for it to be used in a sentence and for it to be repeated. If a team answers a word incorrectly, the next team, they'll get a new word. A team cannot win on another team's misspelling. So if all teams get a word wrong, a new round will begin. Sounds intense? Well, it is. Let's listen in.
Reticule. The reticule features marks for quickly estimating range to target, compensating for bullet drop, and accounting for wind shift. Reticule.
Well, everybody got a spelling? I got mine.
It's yours.
I think it's R-E-T-I-C-U-L-E, basically kind of phonetical. James, you got a thought?
I think that's it.
Could we have a derivation of that, Judge, pronouncer?
French from a Latin.
And the definition again?
A scale on transparent material used especially for measuring or aiming. A woman's drawstring bag used especially for a carry-all. That's an alternate.
Reticule, R-E-T-I-C-U-L-E, reticule.
Widdershins. Once he built a small outdoor fire and walked around it, widdershins for several minutes. Widdershins.
I'll go with that.
Okay, I'll go with it.
I'll go with that. Nancy, you okay with that?
All right, Widdershins. Widdershins. Widdershins.
Correct.
Bravo, bravo.
Synapse. So, no single synapse or neuron encodes the memory. Synapse.
Okay, Scott, let me run past you. Synapse. APASE.
Yes.
Synapse. SYNAPSE. Synapse.
Do we have a thumbs up or thumb down from the judges?
You were scaring me. I was not even going to blame Scott, but
Don't
be mean to Scott.
We love Scott.
All right, back to Oberlin. The Rotary. The word is animus. She felt an animus against them. Animus.
Well, it looks like we've lost our strongest speller here. This is for Jim later only, and Pat. ANIMUS.
I think it's one N, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm sure on that.
Okay, then that's it.
Okay, very good. Welcome back.
There's Emily.
I
She's
was briefly
muted.
dropped, but that's because it was an easy word, so you didn't need me.
It wasn't easy for me.
I said we lost our best speller there for a minute.
Incorrect.
Judges, animus, ANIMUS, animus. Bob likes it.
Inveigle. He tried to inveigle me also into it, but I remained glum and silent. Inveigle.
Okay. Inveigle. INVEIGLE. Inveigle.
Lenticular. Galaxies that are not spiral, lenticular or elliptical are called irregular galaxies. Lenticular.
You got this one.
Okay.
What do you think, Sherry?
I think I got it. Scott. LENTICULAR.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Lenticular. LENTICULAR. Lenticular.
Sherry, you look beautiful today, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I've got Tony in the background. She always looked good, so I had to.
Suppository. It may be used in drugs taken orally or by suppository. Suppository.
SUPPOSITORY. Ham likes it. James, you like suppositories? I mean suppository.
You can take it and yes, I like it.
This is for the judges. Suppository. 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 Very good.
Thumbs up. Next word is body. Body comment about someone you work with could get you fired. Body.
Okay. Okay. Body. BAWDY. Body.
That is correct. Okay, for the library. Petulant. Her tone was petulant and angry. Petulant.
Okay, team. PETULANT. Yes.
I'm good.
Good. Okay. Petulant. PETULANT. Petulant.
Correct.
3 rounds in and no wrong words. No wonder this is a battle of the champions.
For Oberlin, erstwhile. There's now a store where erstwhile lay green and pleasant pastures. Erstwhile.
Would you say that sentence again, please?
There's now a store where erstwhile lay green and pleasant pastures.
Formerly.
Is that supposed to be like a literary reference or something?
Bruce.
Team members, ERSTWHILE.
Yeah.
Yes.
Judges, Erstwhile. E-R-S-T-W-H-I-L-E. Erstwhile.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay, Kendall. Bulwark. Democratic principles that stand as a bulwark against tyranny. Bulwark.
Okay, judges. Bulwark. B-U-L-W-A-R-K. Bulwark.
Correct. We're the library. Redolent. My grandmother's house always seemed to be redolent with the aroma of baking bread. Redolent.
Okay, team. R-E-D-O-L-E-N-T. That sound good to you? Thank you.
Good.
Okay. Redolent. R-E-D-O-L-E-N-T. Redolent.
Very good. Correct. Oberlin. It is harangue. He delivered a long harangue about the evils of popular culture. Harangue.
Team members, H-A-R-A-N-G-U-E. Emily likes it. James, you on board?
Yep.
For the judges, harangue. H-A-R-A-N-G-U-E. Harangue.
Correct. Paroxysm. He went into paroxysms of laughter. Paroxysm.
Paroxysm. P-A-R-O-X-Y-S-M. Paroxysm.
Correct. The library. Impecunious. They were so impecunious that they couldn't afford to give one another even token Christmas gifts. Impecunious.
Okay, team. I-M-P-E-C-U-N-I-O-U-S. Team. Team.
Sounds good to me.
Nod your head.
I was trying to watch Scott's face. I couldn't tell what he thinks.
I'm waiting for Scott and Bar and Sam and whoever. Okay. Impecunious. I-M-P-E-C-U-N-I-O-U-S.
That is correct.
5 rounds in. Nothing wrong. I can make a body joke, but this is a family show. Wrong answer, Horn? How are you?
Well, I did note that the 2019 National Spelling Bee was declared an 8-way tie at midnight when not a single one of the 8 semifinalists had missed a word yet. They were declared octo-champs, a neologism.
I would be locked in the building at midnight, and so would Susan, and I think we are doing that.
I'm just saying it took until midnight to declare 8 co-champions in the national.
Our facilities manager might have an opinion on that. So.
Yes, the rotary would come with a ladder and get you out. There you are.
Meeting in 3 minutes, and I'll have to depart the spelling bee with great sadness. So thanks to my dad for hogging all the airtime. Let's move along as quickly as we can.
Sounds like the teams have reached an agreement. And while none of them are professional spellers, some of them do have day jobs they have to get back to, so they've agreed one more round in the interest of time before heading to the sudden death tiebreaker. Wrong answer, Horn. You still there? Good.
Appurtenance. On the one hand, the appurtenance suggests just another blah blah conference, podium, screen, cookies, coffee. Appurtenance.
All right, team, I have A-P-P-U-R-T-E-N-A-N-C-E.
I agree.
M, no opinion? Pat?
Beats me.
All right. A-P-P-U-R-T-E-N-A-N-C-E. Appurtenance.
Correct. Fugue. The organist played a 4-voiced fugue. Fugue.
Fugue?
Okay, ready? Judges? F-U-G-U-E. Fugue.
Is correct. Novitiate. His novitiate was marked by a fervor of humility. Novitiate.
Okay, team. I think I have a Catholic on the team, so somebody was raised Catholic. Novitiate.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Novitiate. Novitiate. Novitiate.
Correct.
Wrong answer, Horn. You still there? Good. It's time for the sudden death tiebreaker. During the tiebreaker, we will have the official tiebreakers to choose the order of teams at random out of the spelling bee box. Each team will be given a word to spell. The first team that gets a word right will be declared the winner of the first Spellebrate Battle of the Champions. Let's introduce the official tiebreakers, Charlie and Theodore.
Do you guys know what a G looks like?
How did you get this job, Charlie and Theodore?
My mama organized why.
Okay, that's.
Don't you love reading Rainbow?
What letters do you see? Do you see a letter? He sees a T for Theo, but it's the Great Gatsby.
Oh my God! Whoa! The fix is in.
A little bit more again here.
Yay.
Carly's gonna pick the second one. Oops. Never mind, Theo decided he's picking it. All right, he picked it.
And the answer is?
What letters do you see? He sees a W. It is the wordly Y. All right, guys, you're dismissed.
I told you to bribe those kids. Good job.
I mean, these kids like the library, so, you know.
Clearly they do. And we have story hour at Rotary too, you know.
The word is endothermic. This element forms extremely endothermic compounds, which are in many cases explosive. Endothermic.
Okay, Scott, I especially rely on you here. All right.
All right.
Okay. Endothermic. ENDOTHERMIC. Endothermic.
That's correct.
I think we did it. We have a winner of the Spellebrate Battle.
Yay.
Woo!
Oh, wait, it's my turn.
Thanks, Bruce.
Don't worry, in post we'll put lots of fireworks.
In a Battle of the Champions, we should have known what we're getting into. The Great Gatsbys are the winners of Spellebrate Battle of the Champions. The Great Gatsbys, can you tell us all about what made this year so special?
Oh, we wanted to win it for Scott Mackel. That's the most important. He's retiring in a month. He is he's quiet, but he's our shining star, and we've loved working with him all these years. We'll be sad to see him go, and this win is for you, Scott.
We love you, Scott, even if we we give him a hard time, but we love him.
It might lock him in the basement, but technically he's retiring.
Wordly Wise and Overland Rotary Service Above Self are co-runners up. Each team played a great game. If I could sum up the game in these 3 sentences.
The ambicular surgeon's paroxysm, almost a petulant harangue, aroused me from my erstwhile torpor, although I was mystified by his animus about the purulent incision. A suppository would ameliorate, or at least camouflage, the redolent effluvium. Your impecunious aunt clutched her reticule as a bulwark against body excess while dancing widdershins beneath a corduroy tarpaulin. That was really hard.
If you refresh your page, United Way is going live for the after show on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Susan Spivey. I'm the manager of the main library, and this is my awesome team. And a special thanks to our CEO, Anastasia, for all of her support.
And I had absolutely nothing to do with this wonderful group of people except bringing them together and seeing all their smiling faces.
We did it for you, Anastasia. Yeah. And LeVar.
And LeVar.
And LeVar.
I want to start with Anastasia. I wanted to ask you, what was your reaction when you found out about the win?
Wow. I have to say I'm not surprised because I work alongside these folks all the time. I know how brilliant they are.
Yep, Susan just said you're spelling. I'm like, okay, so I'm spelling, but no pressure whatsoever. But
it's a winning strategy.
It helps that she's my boss, but
I'm the Terry Francona of the team.
Yeah.
You had also mentioned Toni Morrison and LeVar Burton. So I'm wondering, what role do you think Toni and LeVar played in your win?
Moral support, let's just say. She was right behind me. She's right behind me now in the room. I'm sitting in the Morrison reading room right now, and I can just hear the editor's side coming out and saying, you've got to do this. I expect you to do this, and because you're the library, and it's like, okay, no pressure whatsoever.
Yeah, I think LeVar's role was as the intimidation factor for the other teams because his face is just staring right at you, and his gaze is very piercing.
She definitely has that piercing gaze, as does LeVar. So,
and that's a unique strategy that we could only employ on this virtual version of Spellebrate.
Yeah, it wasn't like we could bring a life-size Toni poster to the competition or
Well, maybe we could share it.
We could. That's
share.
There are
signs. All of our secrets.
So, how did you all get so good at spelling?
Reading.
I took a lot of science classes, and I also play a lot of Scrabble. Well, we used to play a lot of Scrabble, and I think Scrabble helped a lot in learning a lot of the words.
Well, as librarians, as readers, do you have any words for the kids at home who hate spelling?
We tell them to keep learning how to spell because otherwise they'll never get to be champions like us. So.
Yeah.
That's right.
Better to have the thrill of victory than the agony of defeat.
That's
Oh, I've loved working in every collaborative that I've been a part of. It's fun. Rising Titans is a great place to meet many of the players in the community, and it's always a fun thing to do to work with children too. So we love having the play groups come. We love having you guys in the parking lot doing our taxes. I like seeing your smiling faces as I pull in on Mondays and Fridays.
We at United Way of Greater Lorraine County are proud to present the Spellebrate Battle of the Champions Championship to the Great Gatsbys of the Lorraine Public Library System.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
so cool.
Thank you so much to the United Way for allowing us to participate. Thank you to all of the teams we battled against. It was a lot of fun. And thank you to Scott Mackel. This is for you in honor of your retirement.
Keep an eye on the chat to see which prize won the Conveniality Award and which donor won the raffle for a prize from our local business supporters. Thanks for joining me. I'm Super Dave from WOBL WDLW, and thank you once again for supporting the United Way of Greater Lorraine County.